Thank you all so much for being here for this important press conference. My name is Xochitl Mora. I'm the Director of Communications for the City of McAllen. And before we begin, I would like to ask that everyone please stand, and if we could have a moment of silence in remembrance of today, September 11th, and all of the victims who perished and all those who preserve our freedom on a daily basis. Thank you. You may be seated. I'd like to welcome all of you here today, and I'd like to recognize all of our special guests joining us, including the Honorable Jim Darling, Mayor of the City of McAllen. We also have with us the Honorable Victor Sebi Haddad, Commissioner, District 5. With us here as well is the City Manager for the City of McAllen, Mr. Roy Rodriguez, who today is wearing his other hat, which is as the President of the McAllen EB-5 Regional Center. Also with us is Assistant City Manager, Mr. Joe Vera. And the City of McAllen Retail and Business Development Director, Ms. Rebecca Olagibel, who is here in her capacity as Vice President of the McAllen EB-5 Regional Center. And of course, today's announcement is our collaboration with the Houston EB5. Joining us from that great city is Emilio Guzman, Executive Vice President and Chief Investor Relations. Magali Sanchez, who is the Investor Relations Manager. And Mr. Mark Hanna, the South Texas representative for the Houston EB5. I would also like to recognize Mr. Charles Foster, who is one of the top immigration attorneys in the United States. Mr. Foster, thank you for joining us today. Now, to talk about the McAllen EB-5 Regional Center and what this program means for our community, I'd like to bring up the Honorable Jim Darling, Mayor of the City of McAllen.
Thank you. Thank you and good morning. It's exciting to be here this morning for this announcement. You know, it's an appropriate place for us to be here. Cambria Suites was our EB-5 project that we worked on for several years, and it's so nice to be in the facility that we were part of and the success that it's received. You know, it's also exciting to be with Houston. You know, every night when we come back, every time we come back from those other cities up north, I can't mention them, and we go over the overpass in Fire, as we go over the overpass, I always tell the kids, oh, we went the wrong way because there's Houston out in front of us. Because I always thought McAllen's like little Houston. You know, I hope you appreciate that. We always thought that we believed in business. We've always had sound business people on our city council. We supported our chamber and other businesses, and I always thought that we had that strength of what Houston's all about. And when you go to Houston, you can feel the energy, and hopefully you can feel that in McAllen. You're from McAllen, sir, and so hopefully you feel that. But really, I think that's true. It's just not a politician saying it. I think we have an energy here that's pro-business and is felt. And so this EB-5, the collaboration with the city, with the Houston EB-5 is important. You know, we have investors from Mexico that know about the EB-5 program and contact us. We don't have that many projects in McAllen, but we like them to stay in McAllen too. And so this opportunity to work with the Houston EB-5, I think, is an opportunity for us to work together to bring some of our Mexican investors that contact us, since we're really on the border here, northern Houston, but then also have opportunities for them to have investments in other locations while hopefully establishing their residence here in McAllen. So it's an ideal for us. It's ideal to be with the city of Houston. We think that's a great opportunity, and we believe it's our strong ties from Mexico and Houston's business attitude is a great combination and a great partnership going forward. So hopefully, I don't know if there's any investors. Is anybody investor here yet? Well, we'll get that first investor here to work together on that and look for in the future that we have a long-term relationship with Houston, a successful one, not only for investments here in the United States, but to help our friends, neighbors, and business people in Mexico have a pathway to enjoy in their life the life that we also enjoy. So thank you very much for being here. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Mayor. You always have such a great perspective of putting our community in touch with others. To talk about today's exciting announcement, I'd like to bring up the president of the McAllen EB-5 Regional Center, city manager for McAllen, Mr. Roy Rodriguez.
What a wonderful day it's been today. Just a quick reminder, 5.5 years ago when I became city manager in McAllen, I remember the mayor and the city attorney saying, by the way, you're the president of the EB5. I'm like, oh, okay, I better go do some homework on that. Good morning. Good morning. It's a great day. Thank you all so much for being here on this beautiful day in McAllen to celebrate the announcement of this unique collaboration between the McAllen EB5 Regional Center and the Houston EB5 Regional Center, in which the two centers will co-market the EB5 program to potential foreign investors. This very place, as the mayor indicated, the Cambria Suites Hotel, was McAllen's first EB5 project. It was not an easy one. There was a lot of steps to it. There was a lot of moving parts, and even the building moved around a few times. Remember? We said, no, it's better here, and it's better there, and so on. On paper, it moved. And so we utilized the EB5 program as it was intended, an economic development tool that offers an opportunity for citizenship. This partnership is a big win for us here in McAllen, for our partners, and for the United States as we welcome the benefit of foreign investors that will continue to grow and shape our economies. This collaboration is key for McAllen as it keeps the McAllen EB5 Regional Center top of mind to potential investors around the world seeking a pathway to United States citizenship. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you, sir, for this new partnership.
Thank you, Mr. Rodriguez. So to talk about why this is such a great opportunity for not only McAllen, but for the Houston EB5 as well, I'd like to bring up Mr. Emilio Guzman.
Thank you so much. Good morning. I want to start by thanking Mayor Darling and City Manager Rodriguez for all your support in this new alliance. We're very excited about this new collaboration. This will be a gateway for many foreign nationals that want to call the city of McAllen their home, and that also are looking for the best way and most efficient way possible of becoming permanent residents of the United States by participating in the EB5 program through one of our projects. This obviously will help them make their own American dreams happen. Later on today, I'm going to be presenting our newest project. We're very proud to tell you that is the biggest EB5 project right now in the state of Texas. It's a $500 million project, mixed-use project in the best location in Houston. I know everybody's going to be very excited of what I'm going to show you later on in the presentation. But again, I want to thank you, Mayor, and thank you, Roy, for all your support, and we look forward on a very successful alliance with the City of McAllen Regional Center. Thanks again.
Thank you, Mr. Guzman. We are equally excited. So now we'd like to invite Mr. Rodriguez and Mr. Guzman for the ceremonial signing of this collaboration between the McAllen EB5 Regional Center and the Houston EB5. Mr. Rodriguez, Mr. Guzman.